told your friend you're not okay.
That night wasn't just a concert. It felt like a new chapter was unfolding before the world, a moment that would be told for generations. As the stage lights dimmed and the sea of light sticks slowly lit up like stars descending from the sky, the entire stadium transformed into a space where time seemed to stand still, and everyone waited for only one thing, a miracle. And that miracle did come. As the first music played and the BTS members stepped out, the atmosphere shifted so quickly, it almost felt like the energy in the air was being sucked into a single point. But amidst the shifting spotlights, one figure commanded attention as if the entire entertainment universe had been created just for his appearance. Kim Taehyung walked to the center of the stage with a calm yet commanding stride, and mere seconds after he picked up the microphone, silence fell over the thousands of cheering pairs. Then, his signature baritone rang out. In an instant, the sound traveled to every corner of the stadium, deep, warm, and soulful, engulfing all who heard it in a sensation beyond words. It felt less like listening to a song than like witnessing a story born straight from his heart. And as soon as the first verse was finished, the entire stadium erupted. Cheers echoed like massive waves crashing against the concrete walls, proving that what was unfolding before their eyes was no ordinary performance, but rather a once-in-a-lifetime phenomenon. Unexpectedly, it wasn't just the fans who were captivated. Even HYBE itself reportedly didn't anticipate the instant impact that occurred just minutes after Taehyung began singing. Digital platforms showed an incredibly rapid surge. Searches, reposts, comments, and even public reactions soared like the graph of a rocket just launched into orbit. Internal teams were reportedly busy monitoring the insane engagement rate, as if the world had suddenly forgotten how to breathe and focused solely on one name, Taehyung. But his allure didn't stop at his voice. That night, he came as the complete package. With his elegant all-black outfit and modern glasses that exuded a mysterious aura, Taehyung looked like the main character of a blockbuster film about to embark on a crucial chapter. Some fashion observers described his style as the Dark Prince aesthetic, a style that was simple yet visually powerful. And sure enough, within minutes, social media was flooded with video clips, photos, comments, and reactions from all over the world. His name shot to the top of trending lists in several countries simultaneously, proving the magnitude of the wave he was creating. Interestingly, the overwhelming response wasn't just from fans. Actors, musicians, and Korean entertainment industry figures were also swept up in the euphoria. Several top celebrities even shared concert clips complete with short lines expressing their pride. And the presence of the exclusive Wooga squad, their outspoken support, further emphasized that what happened that night was more than just a performance, but a cultural event that touched every level of the industry. Musically, critics praised Taehyung's ability to combine stable vocal technique with authentic emotion. He didn't just sing the lyrics, he breathed into every line, making each word come alive, as if sharing a secret only those listening could understand. Even those watching on digital platforms reported feeling the same intimacy, as if thousands of kilometers away couldn't hinder the depth of his interpretation. The international media didn't take long to respond. Several leading publications ranked the performance as one of the best live performances in recent years, highlighting how Taehyung not only entertained but also moved the heart in a way rarely seen from any global artist. Some outlets even called the night a turning point in his career, a monumental moment that catapulted him to new heights as a global artist. Meanwhile, digital data showed an even more astonishing impact. Searches for Taehyung's name skyrocketed, streams of his songs skyrocketed, and his social media accounts experienced massive growth in just a matter of hours. His old songs suddenly crept back up international charts, as if a domino effect triggered by one extraordinary performance could shake the entire music ecosystem. His impact in the fashion world was no less devastating. His outfit that night instantly became the blueprint for a global trend. In an almost unbelievable amount of time, various brands produced collections based on his look, while e-commerce saw a surge in sales for similar items. Analysts even dubbed this phenomenon the Taehyung effect, a situation where anything related to him experiences an instant explosion in popularity. HYBE saw a golden opportunity in this momentum. Rumors circulated that several global collaborations were being developed, including exclusive projects aimed at expanding Taehyung's appeal internationally. Some reports even suggested international brands were scrambling to make Taehyung their global face. But behind the impressive numbers and ambitious strategies, there was something far more important, an emotional connection. Many fans reported feeling as if Taehyung was speaking directly to them, even in front of tens of thousands of people. This wasn't something that could be measured by statistics, but it was the core strength that set him apart. What was even more remarkable was that he didn't seem to be trying hard to create those moments. It was his relaxed and natural demeanor that made his performances so captivating. He was himself, genuine, relaxed, yet still exuding an unmatched star charm. The Korean media began using a new term to describe the phase he was entering, a new era for Taehyung, one in which he was not just part of a large group, but a powerful figure with a distinct identity and influence as an individual. Meanwhile, Western media began comparing him to legendary performers, a sign that his impact had transcended language and cultural boundaries. While the euphoria of that night slowly subsided over time, its resonance only grew wider. Discussions about the performance continued to grow, both among fans and industry analysts. Many began to wonder, if this was just the beginning, how far could he go? What was clear was that that night changed things. It wasn't just about sound, visuals, fashion, or popularity. It demonstrated how a single performance could move the world, create global conversations, inspire trends, and leave a lasting mark. At the center of it all stood Kim Taehyung, not just an idol, but a new force in the global entertainment industry. A force that didn't simply follow the flow, but shaped a new wave. If I had to sum it up in one sentence, perhaps this would be the most fitting. That night wasn't the end, but the beginning of something much bigger. And as the spotlight continued to shine on him, as his name continued to be mentioned, as his influence permeated various industries, one thing became clear. The future that awaited Kim Taehyung was far broader than anyone could have imagined. And when the stadium lights finally dimmed completely, leaving only a trace of warmth lingering in the air, one realization dawned. That night wasn't just about a shock that shook the entertainment world, but about the birth of a new momentum that would reverberate for time to come. The silence after the cheers died down revealed just how profound an impact it had created. A wave of change that affected not only the industry, but also the hearts of those who witnessed it. Taehyung left the stage as calmly as he had arrived, but the legacy of that night's performance continued to flow. It was still palpable how every moment that preceded it shaped a story that would be retold over and over again, by fans, media outlets, and those fortunate enough to see him live. Many realized they had just witnessed not just a chapter in history, but the opening of a broader era, one in which Taehyung stood as a new center of gravity in the global entertainment landscape. And perhaps, amidst his captivating simplicity and inexplicable charisma, lay an unspoken message, that this was a long journey, and that night was just the first step toward something much bigger. If one performance could shake the world like that, then the world could only wait with bated breath to see what he would do next. Because ultimately, Taehyung didn't just create a moment, he forged a new direction for the future of K-pop and entertainment as a whole.